Here, so we are live here tonight, as it is our second week. Last week was the opening introductory episode of Ask Bill and Kate Thursday nights at 8, and this is our second week, and we'd like to welcome you to, as mentioned, another Thursday night of Ask Bill and Kate Thursday nights at 8. And my name is DJ Kev. For those who don't know, a lot of you do know me in this town with Hat Trick Entertainment, and I was so blessed to be asked to be the host for this wonderful show tonight, and each and every Thursday night starting at 8 o'clock. And I would like to thank the ones who orchestrated this whole thing, Bill and Kate, and thank you very much. So, and for those who don't know Bill and Kate, how many people have ever watched The Real Housewives of like Atlanta, Orange County? Well, tonight I'm here with the real agents of Fayette County, Bill and Kate Hafer, with the Hafer Group of Southern Classic Realty, guys, and they're right over here. And also with us tonight, we have our guest. Her name is Shelly Smith, and some of you might remember her. She was the artist formerly known as Shelly Houlihan at Macintosh, yes. And she's here with us. She is with First Preference Mortgage Group, and it's going to be a yes. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good to see you. Yeah, absolutely.
Hello.
Yeah, so it is going to be a fun night with questions and a cool game that we will be playing a little bit later. It's my first time actually hosting this. It's kind of like a cross between a pyramid, $25,000 pyramid, and Taboo, or something like that. So we'll be doing that in just a little bit. So, but in the meantime, last week we kind of. It was an introductory show. We got to get to know Bill and Kate a little bit, and talked about where they're from and their history and this, that, and the other, and how they ended up in real estate and all that. But this week we want to start off and ask them. I understand that all of you in your respective industries had a busy week this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So should we start with our guest tonight?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start with our guest, Shelly Smith. Shelly, busy week. What was going on in the mortgage industry?
Well, rates are at an all-time low. Everybody's wanting to refinance and purchase. There's not enough inventory on the market right now.
There is not.
So it's a battle.
Okay.
So you have to be pre-approved, and we have to be able to get you closed quick.
Okay. Very
Everybody
good.
wants a house right now.
You hit all the points in a nutshell, so that's good. As far as the mortgage industry, as far as the real estate, in a bit, give us what was busy with you guys this week?
And same
A lot of showings. And...
contracts and dealing with a lot of challenges going on and trying to get to the closing table and changing dates, which that happens, quite frequently. But the end goal, if the end goal gets us to the closing table, then that's all that matters. I want to say real quick, we were at Go Dogs in Sonoya today, and we did our drawing.
Oh, good hot dogs.
Oh,
Yep.
I forgot to comment on that.
Oh, you need to comment on this.
Great
We
chicken
have a-
salad. Great
we have
chicken
another
salad.
one.
Got a comment to win.
I know. Great
We
chicken
have
salad.
another one at Frank's at the Old Mill that we just did today, so we're pushing out that ad this month. So you comment on it, then you'll be eligible to win the $25 gift card for over there. But we met the owner, Mike Phillips. He was so nice.
Okay, very good.
Nice. It's
I have
on
not
Facebook
met
Live.
Mike, but I've eaten there. We used to live right down the road from there, and pretty good hot dogs.
Yep.
Nice to have that in your backyard. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right, well, very cool. Well, last week it was our first show, and we, were wondering if we had enough content to fill the whole time, and time flew by like extremely fast. We're like, whoa! We only had like time for 2 questions from our viewers last week. Yeah, I know. We had like 10, 12, something like that. So, but tonight I'd like to start, Shelly. Tell us where you're originally from, and how did you become the #1 mortgage lender in the industry? Tell
Well,
us.
I grew up in kindergarten. I decided I wanted to be a mortgage loan. So.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
You grew up in kindergarten.
Nobody decides that. No, I grew up right
You
here
grew
in
up
Peachtree
quick.
City. Yes, I did.
Okay. All right.
Went to school with you guys, and I had a friend give me the most awesome opportunity of my life about 18 years ago. She was a wonderful mentor. Could not have found a better profession. I
Okay.
love the people side of it with the personality,
Okay.
and I'm a numbers nerd, so.
Okay. So that's what kind of steered you in that direction. So let's start with this, Shelly. Some people may not know the process, but when a home sells, many different people are involved in the whole transaction, which takes good communication with each other. Let me go to the next card here. So let's
Well, that's why it's really important.
Yes, tell us why.
To work with teams.
Yes, yes.
And you need to be working with people that, in my opinion, are full time, like these guys are, like I am, because that's how we pay our bills.
Sure.
You will get 100% attention from us. We work nights, we work weekends, we work all the time, don't we? And what's important about working with a team is us being able to have communication.
Okay.
When you work well together, that makes it a little bit easier.
Okay.
And with us being local, I'd say 90 to 95% of my business is referrals,
Okay.
which means I have to make my closing time. I have to make my closing date. If not, when I see you in the grocery store, you're going to be upset with me.
Sure.
Also, my realtors will not refer to me if I do not make my
Yeah,
closing date.
those high fives go to frowns and oh geez.
Yeah,
Of course,
that's
you don't want to
right.
run into
That's
each other.
right.
Yeah, sure. So, can I ask you this for somebody like myself who's not as savvy as the experts in the industry? How many people are involved in closing from the start to finish with homes and name all the people? You have appraisers, you have lenders, you have real estate agents,
Inspectors.
Explain a little bit of that. I mean, what?
Closing attorneys.
You start with getting pre-approved, which
Okay.
is me, the lender.
Okay.
Then we get you with an agent that finds you a house.
Okay.
Once you go under contract, you're going to have a listing agent involved.
Okay.
And they will help you find a home inspector.
Okay.
Then we order the appraisal. You'll have a processor and an underwriter, and then you'll have a closing attorney.
Okay. Great.
Did I leave anybody out?
I don't.
All the cast of characters who help facilitate making all that happen.
Yeah, and then all the behind the scenes people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so once again, big thank you and shout out going out to our guest here this evening from First Preference Mortgage. It is Shelly Smith, aka the artist formerly known as not Prince, but Shelly Houlihan. You might remember in the band at Macintosh, the Spirit of Macintosh. Yes, she's here in the flesh. And if you guys have any questions about, lending, mortgage lending, and if you're in the market for a new home, definitely call Shelly. She knows her stuff. Been in the game for a while, and yes, we call it the game. Or a grind. Everybody has a grind, and yours is in lending, mortgage lending. So, and once again, like our host here, or I'm your host, but our guest here, main guests, like my first time doing this, Kate and Bill here of Southern Classic Realtors, and based out of Athens, but they're with the local branch here. So, yeah. So last week we didn't get but 2 questions in with our viewers. Mm-hmm. So I think we kind of moved this up a little bit this week to kind of get a couple more questions in for our viewers. So let's do that. We have Hank from Tyrone and Bill and Kate. Hank from Tyrone wants to know, how long does it usually take to close when buying a home? That's Hank from Tyrone.
It should take about a month, right?
Okay, so when we
Unless-
target a closing date on a regular loan, we're going to target just a little over 30 days, 35 days.
Okay.
If we're dealing with an FHA or a VA, we give, especially now, give a little bit of extra breathing room, and USDA goes just a little bit even longer than that.
Right.
So, so we anywhere from 30, 35 to 45 days is what we shoot for and target.
Okay.
As long as everything moves the way it's supposed to, we're really pretty
Okay.
close to hitting those numbers.
For those that may not know USDA, what's that all about? What does that stand for?
So it's loans for, and we actually kind of talked about it a little bit last week as one of the types of loans. So if you're in a rural area,
Sure.
You're likely eligible for a USDA loan.
Okay.
Shelly, help me out with this. I'm pretty sure
It
it can be up to 100%.
It is up to 100%.
on a USDA loan, so that's
Okay.
that's great for first-time home buyers, especially if you're buying in a rural
Sure.
area. Doesn't have to be a farm. Doesn't mean
Okay.
that you have to farm the land or anything like that. It's really there are territories in which USDA loans are
Okay.
applicable, and if you're in one of those areas, then you are eligible for a USDA loan.
Yeah, I know we had touched on that topic before in that term last week, but sometimes when you get new viewership coming in each week, they may not know what that is all quickly, time provided, which we do have tonight, where we, ask you guys rehash that. So, Yeah, so how's everybody doing out there, right? If you're just tuning in, wondering why is Kevin Porter from Magic Entertainment and Shelly Houlihan and Tasha Buchanan and some guy we don't know from Alpharetta sitting back there. So, yeah, right? Yeah, is this not a motley crew or what? But, the stories. But anyways, guys, it is a live broadcast every Thursday night, starting at 8. It's Ask Bill and Kate, Thursday nights at 8. All about the real estate industry from a realtor's perspective, and we'll be bringing in guests like tonight, Shelly Smith, from other specialists in the industry from their perspective, like tonight is from the mortgage lending perspective and how they work in unison with the realtors and to get you the home that you have dreamed of. So we're getting back to our callers. We just had one that answered from Hank and Tyrone. We're going to move over to Tracy from Sharpsburg, and Tracy asks, can a family member help me out with a down payment, and how does that process work?
We've got the expert here, so I'm going to, even though I know the answer, I'm going to hand off to the expert to make sure all the words are absolutely
Shelly?
correct.
Yep, absolutely, they can help out. If you have a mom or dad or brother or sister that wants to give you $15,000 down payment, that's fantastic. We will accept it.
Sure.
However, that family member has to provide us bank statements showing where that comes from.
Sure.
So if you've got this great aunt that's really private, wanting to give you $15,000, make sure she's going to give us her checking account.
She can verify, where the money
Right. We
comes
have
from.
to source the funds.
Okay, so she was like, had been saving all her cash, decided she's going to dump off. Yeah, right.
No, we don't like cash.
A lot of verification in the process, guys. Especially nowadays, with everybody pushing towards a cashless society, and we've had a shortage in coins and things like that, which I'm still suspect on that whole thing. But
So we really can't use the Bank of Serta?
No, under the mattress money, absolutely not. And the reason is money laundering.
Okay,
We
absolutely.
have to be able to know where this money comes from.
Yes, hiding. You know what laundering is all about. Gosh, all the hoopies and things that are out, all about laundering. So yes, absolutely. Okay, so that one was from Tracy from Sharpsburg. Tracy, I hope we answered your question. Let's move on to Brandon from the PTC, aka the Bubble. Yes, Peachtree City, Brandon. Brandon asks, if my credit isn't that great, does that mean I can't buy a house?
No. We can actually go down to about a 600 credit score.
Okay.
If your credit is
You're
not
at
good,
600. Wow.
well, you're going to have a little bit higher rate.
Yeah.
But if your credit's not good, call me and I will help you clean it up.
Okay.
I will do this for free.
Okay.
We have a great program called the Wayfinder. We work directly with the credit bureaus. I punch it in and it tells us exactly what we need to do.
Okay.
So
And that's the Wayfinder, right?
mhm.
Okay. Well, very good. So she can work miracles, guys.
If
All
you do not think you have good credit,
Okay.
call me months in advance so we can clean anything up that we need to.
Okay. So you'll steer them in the right direction if they're under 600. So
Correct.
listen here, guys. If you're under 600 credit score, contact Shelly, First Preference Mortgage. She can lay out the road for you to get your credit score up. In most cases, quicker than most people expect.
Yes.
That's right. Look at that
Correct.
devilish smile. Ting! Did you see the flash in her teeth?
And
Yes.
don't be afraid to call me. I will not judge you on your credit. And if it takes us a year, we'll work on it for a year.
Absolutely. Okay, so there's nothing like being handheld in the process, guys, right? I mean,
Yeah.
rely on the people that know it best. So, all right, so we have answered some questions early on in our broadcast tonight from our viewers, and we do thank the viewers for your questions each and every week. We can't do it without you, so bring them in, send them in all week long, and we will get you on the air. Okay, by the way, the telephone, the bat phone. We introduced the bat phone last week. You're probably wondering why there's a rotary phone right here. Miss Kate here has a fascination with rotary phones. She has a collection of how many?
68.
68 phones. Guys, that's a lot. And I'm looking at some of them right now, and they're all over. I mean, it's crazy. So this is the back phone. The number 678.
It's on that phone.
Okay. And that's where I need. That's where I need the old glasses, guys.
That's
She's
where
like,
I
oh, it's on
put
the phone. Like I could see that, guys. Yeah, I know, right? So on the back phone here is 678-628-KATE. That is the number. Yes. So when they call that number, what happens?
Well, you get me on the phone.
You get you on the phone, the bat phone. So if you need to get to your agent and get right to her, like the commissioner could get to Batman, this is the phone. Right here, that's right. So 678-628-KATE, K-A-T-E, and you get right to Kate herself here. All right, so great. All right, so now everyone, it is game time. We're going to play a fun game called, my first time doing this, so bear with me, I'll need my hand held a little bit from Kasha. But anyways, the game is called Do the Diligence. Yes, so let's get this thing set up. To start, the way this game works, Do the Diligence, either Bill or Kate will be describing a word, okay, that has to do with the loan process, and Shelly has to guess what that word is, okay? It's kind of like we said earlier, a cross between the $25,000 pyramid, taboo, that sort of thing.
And whoever gets the most answers is the winner.
Is pretty much the winner.
30 seconds.
Yeah, so
Oh, 30 seconds.
so you have there'll be 7 words. Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
So there'll be 7 words, and she will have 30 seconds to guess all 7. Then it will be the other side's turn. The winner is the person who can get the most answers answered in 30 seconds, or whoever has the fastest time if you complete through all of them. So you got it? Yeah? Okay, so we're going to have Bill squaring off with Shelly about the lending industry.
Okay, we're going to raise the chairs just a little bit.
All right.
Where am I going?
So,
you can, here, why don't you start out here,
Okay.
and I'll let you serve them up to me first, so that we can get things going. Kevin's going to
Sit in my
flash.
chair.
In the high chair, I'll sit in the high chair, so
Kevin's going to
purple.
flash you the cards for you to
Purple.
give
Okay,
you
gotcha.
clues, and
Okay.
it's up to me to figure out from your clues
Okay.
whether it's the right one or not, and then we'll turn around and.
We should have done this. Let you go first. But that's
Well,
all right.
we can do
We'll
that.
do-
We can
we'll
switch
do-
if you want. You want to switch?
I want to hear your clues.
All right. So the intent here is we can take any approach to getting clues. We can do it at a taboo $25,000 pyramid approach, or if we feel really comfortable, then we can give the definition and help facilitate things that way.
Okay.
But some of these words, may be more challenging than others to take one approach versus the other. So we'll just see how it goes. And then Kevin, as soon
This
as
is scary.
you
This
flash
is a
the
long
first
time
one,
to
just click the
explain.
timer, and
okay.
we'll go from there.
Okay, so to reiterate what Bill just said, I'll do it in French. Pouvez-vous me say? No, I'm just kidding. The clock from Bill's laptop, which I have right here behind Shelly, you guys probably can't see it.
Oh,
But
all right, well,
anyways,
we can share it then, maybe.
yeah, the clock, here, let me put this over here so we can. All right, there we go. So the clock from Bill's laptop will count down from 30 seconds, and when I press it and hold, I will hold up each of the words, and that will be described, and they'll have to guess. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start tonight's clock, and I'm going to hold up word number 1 on the count. Let me put these here of 3. 1, 2, 3, and go.
Okay, so when you don't trust Pinocchio because he's a constant liar, so you with that relationship you have with him lacks
Trust.
Okay, so now use that word and extend it, and think of golf and the little thing you put in your golf ball.
Trusty.
There you go.
Hey, there it is. All right.
Hey, you're good. I'm not gonna be that good.
All right, here it is.
Upside down. Okay, so if you have pieces of metal that are interconnected with one another, and we're out of time already?
Yes, out of
Oh my
time
God.
already.
No, I just cheated. I saw that.
Yes.
Chain of title.
Yes, we are out of time already, guys.
That
So,
was...
all right, well, here's the deal.
Oh.
We have the time, and we want to do it again, and starting from this point, okay?
You wanna give it a
It was our
minute,
first time doing
maybe?
the game, so I had, I kind of delayed you for a second. So let's do it again. I'm going to put this over here. Let's restart this clock. Now, let's see. Let's pause. 2, 1. All right, we paused it. Let's see here.
Hit that reset button on the left side.
Okay, there we go.
Chain of title.
Okay, here we go. That is an incorrect answer. We put that one away. All right, guys, here we go. All right, Shelly, are you ready?
Wait,
I'm ready.
hit the thing again. So
Okay, all right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, so this is part of the process when you're at the point where due diligence has been done and you're looking looking for the underwriters to say whether or not the home is of value or not.
Appraisal.
Correct. Next one.
Clear to
Stick it together. All right, here we go.
Okay, so when you're protecting the corn, you have this big thing up there, kind of scaring the
6
birds
seconds.
away.
Scarecrow.
Yeah, but what kind of birds are they trying to scare away?
Crows.
Okay, and then, there's this...
All right, so
All right,
this
all right.
time
3 for me.
Sorry.
you guys got
That's okay.
got through 1, right? Again, so 1 is the one to beat. All right, so let's move over to the
Why
next.
does it keep beeping like that?
Oh, here we go. So I have to
Somebody's
dismiss it.
Yes,
All right.
my ex-husband.
Okay.
Oh,
Your host here is a little off. He has never done this before, so I'm trying to be as quick as I can. So we're going to switch seats. Shelly did answer 1 2 tries. So Bill, you do have 1 mulligan. Okay.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I did cheat on one.
Okay. Let's put this over here. Okay. On the count of 3, we're going to kick off word number 1. Make sure I'm set here.
come be in the audience.
All right. On the count of 3. 1,
This is a hard one.
2, 3. Go.
The only thing I can think of is how do you hold title? If you charge a price for something, what is that? Kind of rhymes with that T. Lenders charge.
Lenders charge interest. Principal. No.
No. Next one.
Next one.
That was
Yes.
hard. That was
Okay.
hard.
All right. You
Start
got.
over. Let's start.
Time is up. But however, much like our first guest going
What side?
through it, it was a mulligan. She got to figure out, how we work this, and we both actually, Shelly, you forgot, and Bill, none of us. I didn't remember that you can say next and go back to that one if you have to. So let me reset this real quick.
All right, we got
And here's
this.
our new. We're
We
going
got
to go from the top here. Bill, are you ready?
Yep.
Shelly, are you ready?
Yes.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, this is an easy one. If you want to find out something's wrong with a home, this is something. This is something that a real estate agent would order.
An inspection.
Right, correct.
Yes, correct, right? Next one.
But I don't ever want to see.
10 seconds.
Okay, well, when you have more than one borrower, what's the second borrower
cosigner.
called? There you go.
Correct.
Sorry, I'm going with definitions because I can't come up with anything.
All right.
It's upside down.
When you have a
Oh, time is up. Time is up, guys. That is it. And it looks like your winner is going to be Bill. Bill edged our mortgage lender, Shelly, this week by 1. Bill got 2 right. Shelly got 1. And that was twice, so we gave him, a chance, a mulligan. This one was actually Homeowners Association that you were just starting on this one. So, all right, so cool. So that pretty much is our game for this week.
3 or 4 for next week.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Hi, Shelly.
Correct.
Hey, nice to meet you.
All right, so we've got a couple things to ask about here. We've got about 5 minutes left in tonight's show. Would like to let you guys know that the broadcast starts right here at the Hafer Group, spelled Hayer, each and every Thursday night starting at 8 o'clock. I'm your host, Kevin Porter from Hattrick Entertainment, and we will have guests here occasionally, like tonight. It's only our second week on the air,
Yeah.
and Shelly
Can you tell?
is kind of... Yeah, I know. All the half-assed are going to say it's new. All right, so Shelly here from First Preference Mortgage, and we appreciate her being our guest tonight. Shelly, how can someone get in touch with you if they are thinking of refinancing or buying a home?
My cell phone number is 404-386-6464.
Okay.
That's not just a business line, that's my personal line.
Okay, not
It's
a bat
with me.
phone. All right.
Yeah, it's with me all the time.
Okay.
I do not work regular business hours, so you can contact me after hours and on weekends.
Okay, great. All right, and I would like to turn the attention to our real agents of Coweta and Fayette. Yes, that's right. the real agents, not the real housewives, the real agents of Coweta and
I
Fayette.
don't
Guys,
think anything like a housewife.
yeah, I know, right? So, Bill and Kate, do you guys have any parting words you'd like to say to the people out, to our viewers tonight? Anything in relation to the show or the real estate industry? I know you guys came off of a busy week, and
Yeah, if you just if you have any needs in the real estate area, if you're buying or selling, give us a ring, 678-628-KATE, or you can find us on the internet at hafergroup.com. And we'd love to hear from you. Any questions? We're more than happy to help you out through the process. Even if you're a for sale by owner, we're here to help.
Okay.
And walk you through that process. And we want to be of service to the industry and to those of you out there who are buying and selling a home in any way that we can.
Okay, great. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think you covered what I was wanting to get out of you tonight. So, but I would like to say thank you guys for joining us. Ask Bill and Kate Thursday nights at 8, and with the real agents of Fayette and Coweta County of Southern Classic Realtors. This is Bill and Kate. And thank you again to our guest, once again, Shelly Smith of First Preference Mortgage, for joining us tonight. Yay, our first official guest. Her picture will be on the wall, and yes, and all that good stuff. And of course, I'm DJ Kev with Hattrick Entertainment. You can find me at hattrickentertainment.com, DJ Kev, if you have any entertainment needs for DJs. And do us a favor, please like this page and tell us how you like the show at the Hafer Group Facebook. Is that correct?
Yep.
Is that the actual link?
Yep.
So they type in Hafer Group, Hayer or Hayfer group Facebook. I guess
Yes,
is
business
all
page.
they have to type in, and that will pretty much get you to the link, and it's where you can ask these guys questions. So make sure you guys tune in next week, same day, same time, for Ask Bill, Ask Kate, Thursday nights at 8. Good night, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
Woo! I forgot to mention the cake. What's up, dude?
Don't give me all up.
I know, right? I forgot to mention the cake.
I told him what you
Are you
said.
hey, dude, listen.